5 years, 5 straight years where the Suns were absolutely terrible with Devin Booker. They didn't get anywhere, and they didn't really have that many good players on the team. And honestly, people were starting to question if Devin Booker could even win. Well, the Suns front office finally made one great decision, and that was the trade for Chris Paul, and it has finally made this Suns team a dangerous team again. Hey, real quick, if your subscribe button's not grayed out down below and it's still red, hit the subscribe button, gray it out, make sure you subscribe to the channel, keep up with the content coming out. But anyways, let's get into the video. So trading for Chris Paul, that was a no-brainer. I mean, obviously, anybody would trade for Chris Paul. Everywhere he goes, he incites winning, he helps his team win, he helps them get better. And so what? You give up Ricky Rubio, who Chris Paul's when you're taking his spot anyways. You gave up like one first-round pick, I believe. And, Kelly Oubre, a little sad to see him go, but he hasn't been doing too great this season anyway, so I don't think you're missing him too much because all y'all are thinking about, Suns fans, is that you're finally winning. And, I'm really jealous of you. I wish the Wizards could win too, but I'm happy for the Suns, man, happy for Devin Booker. And I'm going to be honest, a big reason why you're winning is Chris Paul. Of course, Devin Booker's a great player. He's your best player, in my opinion, and he keeps on getting better and better every year. But I think Devin Booker's honestly is learning a lot of stuff from Chris Paul. Because we know Devin Booker, he can drop 30 points per night in his sleep with his eyes closed. He has a Mamba mentality, man, in my opinion. He is a great player, great shooting guard. But this year, he's just been a lot more unselfish. Now, of course, you can say, well, of course he has to give the ball up to Chris Paul more, but both of their usage ratings are down a lot, and both of their stats are down a lot as well. And what they're doing is they're just being unselfish in terms of the entire team. They're just getting really everybody involved. No one's counting stats are too high. It kind of reminds me of how the Utah Jazz been playing this season. But, Devin Booker, he's averaging 22 points per game. I guess it's not the craziest thing for him. But I don't think he really cares. He is finally winning. He's shooting very efficiently. Even his assists, everything's down. He's just not touching the ball as much. But when he does touch the ball, he is deadly. He's getting to his spot. The defender's at his mercy, and he's scoring at will. Talk about the rest of the team. I love Deandre Ayton as the third option for this team. He's a 7-footer, young guy, double-double machine. He doesn't have to try for that. I would like to see him improve on the defensive end, though. I'm not gonna lie. He's a decent defender, but for his stature and build, he could be an All-NBA defender, like all defensive team. He could be defensive player of the year candidate, honestly, if he really honed his skills on that side of the floor. And I think this would catapult that team to another level if he could do that. But still, he's a young player. He's growing. I like him. The rest of your starting lineup, Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson. I'm a big fan of both of those guys. They're both pretty athletic. They can both space the floor pretty damn good, both efficient from out there. And there's some good wing defenders, 3-and-D players. The athletic can run the floor and keep the offense flowing and not command too much ball attention from Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Deandre Ayton, so they can let that big three kind of do their own thing, but still they stay in the offensive flow and help the team keep moving. But besides those guys, the Suns, don't take any offense to this. Y'all just don't have anything else too crazy on your team. Yeah, you have Jay Crowder. He's always been a good role player. You have Eachwan Moore, Langston Galloway, Cameron Payne, Sarge. Players that aren't too crazy, but they're good enough, to fill in once they come in and get you some points while your stars rest, of course. But those bench players, they aren't the deciding factor. They aren't gonna move the needle. It's just kind of the same decent bench players or below average bench players Suns have had all these years. But the thing is, my point here, Chris Paul, when he comes into a team, he just makes them a team. He glues them together. He gets everybody involved. He gets everybody on the same page. It's not really about your stats no more, because Chris Paul's never cared about his stats. Chris Paul could have averaged 27, 28 a game if he wanted to. He could have averaged 15 assists maybe if he wanted to. Chris Paul, he's never been to the finals before. Cool. Yeah, he hasn't. He should have been. He should have won an NBA championship, honestly, in Houston, but he got hurt. Health has been the only problem in Chris Paul's career. But in terms of basketball, he always just makes his team better. He tells guys sacrifice. He sacrifices in every little play, on every little instance. He can get a little edge. He'll do it. If it's complaining to a ref on a call, he knows that wasn't in his favor. He's still gonna complain. He's still gonna try to get it. He's gonna try and get in his opponent's heads. Whenever opponents think he's not gonna shoot, he shoots. Whenever opponents think he's gonna shoot, he's not gonna shoot. He's gonna do everything in his power to get the advantage, whether it be physically, whether it be scoring, whether it be mentally. He's just the kind of player where he isn't gonna just be like, oh, I can score. He's gonna do whatever it takes to get them W's, and that's why he's always been a winning player, in my opinion. So now we're at a point where we're already well over a quarter way through the NBA season, and the Phoenix Suns are 13-9. And I honestly had no idea that they were the 4th seed in the Western Conference. Now, I will admit, they're only a game and a half above the 9th seed, but at the same time, they're the 4th seed in the Western Conference a quarter way through the season. That is very impressive in my opinion. They're only behind the Jazz and the LA teams. And where do I think this team could go, in terms of playoffs for the rest of the season? Well, honestly, I see them to continue to be a really good team for the rest of the season. I don't see them finishing top 3. And honestly, I think Denver's going to finish ahead of them. But I see the Suns finishing somewhere between that 5 to 7 range, maybe. I don't know if they make it past the second round. They definitely could. I'm not going to lie. They could easily make it past the second round. But at the same time, the Thunder were a pretty good team last year. They had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have, Steven Adams. They had a good group of guys over there. It wasn't anything too amazing, but they got to the playoffs, to the Rockets, to the brink of elimination in the first round, Game 7. They got eliminated. I'm kind of thinking that's what the Suns going to do this year. They're going to, have a great first round series. It's going to be a very, very close, and it might go either way. Maybe they get eliminated in 7. Maybe they edge it out and go to the second round and lose there. However, we all know that's not what the point of this NBA season is for the Phoenix Suns. They're not winning an NBA championship this year. They're not going to beat the Lakers, not going to beat the Clippers. The point of this NBA season is for Devin Booker to grow, because he has that killer mentality. He has that build. He has the scoring ability to be one of the greats. I honestly see in Devin Booker, I can see him being a touch under Kobe Bryant. I could see him just being a top 15, 20 player of all time if things go right. Now, at the moment, no, I only even see him as top 50 because he's young in his NBA career. He hasn't did much. But the potential he has and just the ability he has on the basketball court, if the team puts the right stuff around him, if Devin Booker hits a lot of the clutch shots he's going to be given the opportunity of in the future, if he edges out some close playoff series, makes it far in the playoffs, wins some championships, that's what he's building towards. And I think that's the greatness Devin Booker's coming on to. Because, yes, he didn't even start on his college team. Yes, he was the 13th pick in the draft. But he was good out the gate when he came into the NBA. Honestly, I don't even watch college basketball, so I didn't even know about him. But he just came out the gate his rookie season, firing away, scoring 20 points per game, I believe. If not, forgive me. But still, he was great to start off. He won a 3-point contest in a rookie season. And he surprised everybody from the beginning. And people didn't start doubting him till recently. But every NBA great gets doubted. So yes, Chris Paul's aging. He may not last forever on this team. But you know what will last forever on this team? The lessons and what he teaches Devin Booker and how to win games. That's going to last forever in Devin Booker and Deandre Ayton's head. And it's going to change their play style, their ability to do stuff on the court. And it's just going to make them a better player overall. And in the future, when they have younger guys coming in, new teammates, they can try to teach them the culture, teach them how to win games. And that's why they made this trade, man. This Chris Paul trade was a W, 1,000% W. I mean, of course, the Thunder got what they wanted out of it. They got some assets. Cool. But the Suns, winner, chicken dinner, man. They're a fun team to watch, though. I think I watched them a few nights, maybe a week ago, against the Mavericks. Definitely fun. seeing Devin Booker and Chris Paul go at it against opposing teams. Love to see it, man. But that's all time we got for today. If you liked the video, well, hit that like button. That's what it's for. And if you didn't subscribe earlier, now's your chance, man. You can do it right now. You don't have to miss it. Come on, man. You know, video only has about 20 seconds left. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Well, that's all I got, man. Exotic Sports, we probably upload another video tomorrow. If we don't, oh well, man. We'll be back in the day after. But, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.